Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Budget Muddlers Buddy Build on Sunday, the 12th of July. It's 7 o'clock in the evening. There's myself, Steff, hiya, how you doing? And Gary, who's over that way.
Hello.
Marc will be along in a minute. He's running a little bit late, so he'll jump in when he's here. So, Gary, what's on your bench?
A Land Rover. Got a wee bit done this today, not much. Got the roll cage made. Got a few things primed and a wee bit of more cleaning up work to done on them. But I have got very little done on this today. Very, very little.
Well, it's looking good.
Yeah, got the whole chassis and all done. Engine, wee bit detail work to be done more in it. A bit of the front radiator, stuff like that. Work to be done on the tires and rims yet. But apart from that there, I've done very little today.
Okay.
But I'm hoping to get a right bit done tomorrow at it.
Yeah, well, we've got most of the day tomorrow, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. So
that's looking really good, mate.
Thank you very much, Steff. I have to say, if anybody was out there looking for an easy Land Rover kit to do, go for Hobby Boss. Fits very well together for dry fitting, everything. The instructions, spot on. I would say go for Hobby Boss if you were thinking of doing a Land Rover.
Okay, what scale? 135th?
135th, yeah.
Cool. Nice.
So I would.
Cool. Right, where am I and what am I up to? So, this evening, I'm going to be doing a bit of deckling because I forgot to do it before I put my bloody panel wash on, which I'm a bit miffed about, but hey-ho. So, I'm just going to do all the panel lining, not the panel lining, get all the decals on that I need to. Luckily, let's just move that a little bit out of the way. There's not a lot to do. So that's all they're all the ones I've got to do. So that's for the main body and the front end. So it's cracking on with those this evening. So
nice.
If you're watching, please drop a comment in the comments box, give us a shout, let us know what you're up to, what you're doing, and we shall have a chat and a see. Oh my, I've left my eyes in the front room. Give me a sec.
Normal service will resume very quickly, folks.
Right, there we go. I can see again. Oh.
He's got the windows back on.
Right, let's start with this one, because I know exactly where this one goes.
Is there many decals with that one, Steff?
That's it there, mate.
Right.
That's it. Oh, and some off there. I have to say that when I've been doing deckling, I've found that... Oh, and one of those as well. I found that having a shiny surface, you can move it around, but
right,
the surface tension kicks in. You know what I mean? Where when you put the micro set on,
yes,
you'll get puddles of it and open spaces. But if I have a sort of matte finish, I don't have that issue.
right.
And it sits there quite nicely. There's one.
When do you be hoping to start the base for it, Steff?
Probably next week sometime. Okay, this is going to be fun. It's too small for the area. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a bit of painting on this.
Oh dear.
It doesn't help when your decals don't fit properly. Okay, let's get a brush. Doopy 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 doo. Yeah, so just leave that one to rock. Okay, we've got a gentin called Thomas Arredondo. Hello, Thomas. Thanks very much. Looks like a fun build. I will have to get my hands on a nice looking jet. If you do, don't get the Revel 132nd. It's horrible. That's better. It's not a nice build. It's a hard build. And if you do, make sure you've got loads and loads of filler. I hate it. Anyway, thank you very much for joining in, Thomas. What have you got on your bench? Let us know. I hope I said your surname right. I actually thought that was Mr. Charles for a minute.
That's who I thought it was too.
Right, so, pen. Right, number 26 for the front there. That can wait. Let's put one of the roundels on.
I see Mr. Phil's in this evening.
Is he? Cool.
Yeah.
Evening, Phil. How you doing? Right, before I crack on, I need to get something. I'll tell you what, I'll let Marc in. You two can have a chat and find out where Marc is. I've just got to pop and get something. Evening, Marc.
No problem.
Good evening. Sorry I'm late.
So you should be. You've been late for your own blooming funeral. Right, I'll let you crack on. Tell everybody what you've got, what you're doing, what you're up to. I've just got to grab something.
Oh, good evening, everybody. Cracking on with this Hawk 100 that's really testing me. The decals, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. It doesn't match. I can't line them up. Awful, awful.
I'm surprised it hasn't on flying yet, mate.
Beg your pardon?
I thought it might have went for a pre-flight by now. I have this visions of a pre-flight.
How are you, Gary?
Pounding headache.
Oh, dear. Sorry to hear
migraine. Fucking migraine. I can't get it shifted all day.
I'm glad you swore in an Irish accent there, Gary.
Yeah. I actually forgot myself there.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, Steff.
It wasn't me.
God, no skin off mine. It's just that YouTube might get a bit. Well, we're 11 minutes in, so they shouldn't be too worried about that. I hope.
I apologise.
Yeah. These things happen, mate. We all forget occasionally. Just give myself some room. So look, I should really have sorted myself out before I did this. No drink, no kitchen towel, no eyes. I'm surprised I managed to get the feed started. So we've got Phil said, evening gents, not too bad, good, glad to hear it. And evening Marc from Phil Morgan.
Mr. Morgan, how you devil are you doing?
He's looking for something. He's too nice.
Ha ha ha.
How you diddle-eye diddle-ay?
He should be okay because he got his hair cut yesterday.
That doesn't mean anything, mate. So he's had
Well,
his ears lowered.
Sorry, Steff?
He's had his ears lowered.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep hitting my head on this thing.
How's it coming on, Steff?
Yeah, slowly but surely. I've been playing with my Raiden.
Yeah, I saw the pics of the pilot. Very impressive.
Thank you very much.
It just goes to show you, just spend that extra maybe day and a half, cleaning up a figure does pay off.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what did help as well. That underscoring, undercutting.
I took a wee look at that today, actually, when I was laying in bed. I took a look at that film of Le Mans.
Steam Geezer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is a good laugh, though, too. You know, he is.
Oh, it makes me giggle. Typical military humour.
Yeah. I think he was an ex-tanky, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Okay, he started.
Who?
Nagoyan.
What's wrong with him now?
Ian. He said it. He spells it phonetically. He says, "I did a lot of weight lifted off my head."
That's a good big head.
I'm looking for. I want to see the scars where his ears were lowered.
Oh God, it's not a living scar contest, is it?
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Bless you, Mark. You missed the joke completely. Poor lad. So why were you late then? Sorry, Gary. Say again, Gary.
Sorry, Steff. Me and Marc will win hands down anyway.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So that beats 15 operations on one leg.
No. Moving on.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, does a plate count?
All depends how big the scar is.
It's the right size of a scar at the side of my head.
Well, I've got about 16 scars around my knee, and then one big one that's about a foot long, going from 6 inches above my knee to 6 inches below.
No, I think you'd win. Oh, Thomas is in the house.
Oh, look out.
Yep.
Stand by, beds.
Hello, budgies.
Who let the riff-raff in?
I know. We're seriously going to have to start managing it a wee bit better, boys.
Evening, Thomas. Oh, what's he saying now?
I'll let you read that.
Really frustrating because these decals are printed ever so slightly off center. What's he written? Top trumps. I found out I had a C3-4 fracture in my neck after 4 years after the accident. The SMO RF Wittering went white as a ghost when she read my report from the MRI and sat me in a wheelchair. Well, who let the RAF in? Well, the RAF seem to be running this show. Tom, You should be paralysed from the neck down. Well, you should be, but you're not. And what scar did it leave you with? Just out of interest, if you want to talk about it.
Mark.
Yes.
Thomas says you didn't read his message the other day. Have you thought of copying the decal design onto masking tape and spraying it on?
I have tried. But I was having a bit of a wobble last week and thought, no, sod it, I'm putting these on.
Tell me this, Mark.
Hang on, mate.
Did you get your flags down?
Yep.
Was your mug broke?
Nope. Flipping should be after today's performance, though.
Oh.
Right, what was this?
Football.
All right. Yep, Thomas says scar, metal scars, can't sneeze without blacking out, loss of use of my leg and having to learn to walk again, and spasms throughout my body at odd times. And then he goes on to say, fair one, Mark. I know what you mean. I know exactly what he means with some of those. Phil. Thomas, some fella thought it was real and offered 20,000 for it. 10 up front and the rest on collections. I said, you can collect it now if you want. Oh, I'll have to go to the bank. Is the tractor outside? No, I said, it's on the table. You should have seen his face. Had to scrape his chin off the floor. Nice. Take it Phil was talking about his models.
Yeah.
Gotta say, these decals are a bit thick on this Revel.
These Airfix ones are terribly thin.
Yeah, I've noticed Airfix ones are quite thin, which working with I actually prefer.
I prefer thin, but not wafer thin.
Just one wafer thin mint, monsieur. No.
Sod
off.
struggling, Steff?
No, I just haven't put my next decal in.
All right.
I normally put, as I take one out, I put one in. Because this, what I use is awesome. It's one of those wax heaters. Don't know whether you can see it just there.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. It keeps the water warm. And the decals only have to be in for about 15, 20 seconds, if that.
Thought you was getting in touch with your feminine side.
Haha. Yeah, she's inside. Okay, that's done. Who's the Arsenal fan, by the way?
Shut up.
Ah, okay. It's just that Thomas says, I was once asked to photograph the trophy room at Arsenal, but I couldn't find my dust mask and no one could find the key. Did you lose today, by the way?
Shut up.
I don't know. I haven't seen the scores yet.
Yes.
Okay. Thomas says he likes his decals like his women, thin and pretty and easy to apply with no extra liquid. Oh, good God, this is not sitting. Right, which one next? Just mark off what I've done. I'm going to get this one done before I lose the blooming thing. You know the one you lost, Mark?
What's that?
The escape one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I'd lost it. Found it in the bottom of the box, and I'm like, phew.
Yeah. Major sigh of relief.
Oh, hell yes. Thomas said, Steff, stick your Tonka on a T-tail on a lazy Susan. It would be easier to apply the decals whilst you can rotate the difficult bits. Problem is getting enough space with the size of this one, Thomas. It's a lot easier to do it this way. I tried it earlier and it didn't work. All right, so number 65, which is Rescue. You all right there, Gary?
All right.
Actually, I think it might be an idea to move my dirty brush water. Because I very nearly just chucked one of my decals in there. Now, that would have been good.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks. I've done nothing but batter my camera tonight. Let's get it up out of the way. I'll get on with the comments in a sec. Straight. Right, let's go through a few. Oh, good Lord. I'm surprised he's not got blisters on his fingers, Mr. Thomas Charles. Bloke in the village Facebook page is not happy with me. He was asking for a contractor to sort his damp problem out, so I gave him a link to the Huggies internet page. My grief counsellor died. He did a good job, as I don't give a shit. Dear. Right, number 43. So how are you two doing? You never did answer me, Mark, why you were late.
Oh, sorry. I just had to go out with the wife.
Out with Swimbo.
Yep. Dropped some paperwork off for her job with a new client.
Yeah.
Picked my son up.
How did his airsoft day go?
He loved it.
Cool.
Yeah, we managed to get his machine gun working and feeding right.
Cool. Yeah, you said you got that sorted the night, didn't you?
Yeah, but we actually found out the reason as to why it wouldn't feed.
Okay, which was the spring?
No, there's a spring tube between the box magazine and the feed mech where it
Yeah.
goes into the gun on the side. And if you open up the little box adapter so that, like the top end of a magazine basically that slots in,
Yeah.
and you had to split that open, and it's on a flexible steel spring type tube
Right.
for the BBs to feed up.
Yeah.
And there's a steel collar that goes over it that should have a little tiny grub screw in it to keep it in place.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there wasn't a little grub screw, and the collar therefore was. We've got it working at the minute, but it's free to over time because it being flexible, it'll give a bit.
Yeah.
So just a case of readjusting the collar, refixing it, and it worked a treat.
Nice. And all that 50 quid.
Yeah. My rifle got knackered though.
Why did he nick the grub screw?
No.
So why did your rifle get knackered then?
Because somebody was using it, not through no fault of his own, and the butt plate fell off, and one of the connections broke on the battery. It's just a case of resoldering it.
All right. So it's something that can be fixed.
Oh yeah.
Coolio. It's a pencil. This bloody decal is not dropping into the grooves. Everyone else has just gone flop straight in.
Always the way.
That's looking a bit better. Right, so 45. Sorry we're not talking much tonight, guys, but I think everybody's concentrating on stuff. It's not one of those nights where we can sort of just chinwag generally chops and waffle and flag and...
It's a decal night, so you got no chance.
Yep. Mm-hmm. smaller scale models, if the decals have got writing on and you put them upside down, doesn't really matter because nobody can tell. But with these, it's like, okay, yeah, that's got to go right way up. Put this into circ, then chuck it on and we'll read a few more comments.
Excuse me.
Right, that's on. So let's go through a few comments. Oh, crumbs. Right. Thomas Charles says, toilet roll, Steff. Place the decal, put the toilet tube over the top with your mouth, blow as hard as you can, increase the pressure, and it might conform. No. Not a hope. I am not doing that. GB's Model Zone says, hi, guys. Hi, GB. How you doing? Thomas says, when my new magnifier comes, I should have some spare lenses. If any of you guys need one, just let me know. We will do, mate. I've still got my full stockage. Thank you very much for the offer. Model making trucker. Evening, guys. Evening, trucker. Liking the HK Lank. It's coming along nicely. How are you finding it? He's doing a out-the-box build. No P or anything.
Is that the 132nd one?
Oh, somebody joined in the conversation. Wow. Woohoo. There are two other people here. Yes, it is, mate. Good God. He's concentrating that hard. He can't even be bothered to deal with sarcasm.
I shall rise above the rest.
That's boring. Thomas has also said, I have a low-budget filmmaker wanting a breakaway model of an ice cream truck for his film to be shot on location. Sad thing is, it's going to be expensive to build a 1/6 scale from scratch, so going to have to quote him quite a lot. Plus, for me to travel and supervise the shoot. Oh, too right. Too right, mate. Just because his film's low budget doesn't mean your model has to be. If he wants low budget, he's going to have to pay for it. Vince Ritro says, hi all. Hi, Vince. Vince is one of the guys in my modelling group. He's posted some pictures in the model officer's mess. Are you in the M4H modeller's mess as well, Vince? If not, let me know and I will I'll add you to that and you can post some of the pictures of your next build, which is looking really interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Model Making Trucker says, thanks, Steff. He said, it's great. Got it primed, Mo, and no PE yet. Cool. And then Model Making Trucker says, hello, Vince. Okay, mate. I will add you to that now while I'm thinking about it. Okay, I know the one you've got with the baseboard and the chicken wire. What's the other one? Remind me. Is it... Oh, it's a Wessex. Yeah, there you go, Gary. You and Vince should have a chat.
Yeah, Wessex.
He was out in Province as well. There you go, Vince. I've invited you to the group. His Wessex is from Up Banner.
Up Banner?
Yeah. Gary,
yes.
Thomas, can someone say hello to Gary and can he show some of his model?
I have it just broke down mostly at the moment. Thomas doing a wee bit of painting. I wonder what call signs he's doing it from Up Banner.
Well, if you ask him, he'd be able to tell you. He's on YouTube at the moment watching us. Right, let's go around and see how everybody's doing. Mark?
Yep. Bear with me, I've got wet decals everywhere. I've got to figure out how to hold it. There we go.
So you decided to use the decals instead?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
We've got mainly the underside to do.
How easy were they?
They weren't!
Okay.
They're Rizzler paper thin and they tear at every available slightest, smallest opportunity.
Yeah.
But other than that, to say it's nearly gone out my loft hatch is an understatement.
You really sure you want to start playing with it? With a pair of sharp tweezers?
I'm just carefully putting it into position, that's all.
Good luck. Right, let's have a look at Gary. There you go, Gary. Full screen.
Yeah, just got a wee bit of painting done. Going to try to put a wee bit of colour on the seats here tonight. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get a lot more done than I've done today. Done absolutely nothing today.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like me.
Yeah.
Coming on though, mate.
It is, but I'd have hoped to have been a wee bit further. It was just one of those days that I just had to say.
Everybody has them.
I had to say sack it today.
Yeah, life got in the way.
Yeah. More like my head got in the way.
Yeah, it usually does. I know exactly what you're talking about, mate. And it's a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
But you've got a good support network around you.
Oh, definitely.
Good.
Couldn't ask for better.
Yeah. Thomas has said it looks more detailed, that Land Rover, than that pink thing.
Yeah, it is, Thomas. Believe you me, there's a lot more detail in this one than there was even in the previous one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. How that works out, I don't know. And they were made by the same company.
Yeah.
But no, there's far more detail in this wee one.
Yeah. Vince has also asked, what was that, Gary? When you asked him about his Wessex?
Yeah. What call sign are you doing it? Are you doing it in Fermanagh, London, Derry, or South Armagh?
I think he's doing Op Banner.
Yeah. See, the Wessex only flew in 3 different areas.
All right. Okay.
Sorry, guys, I got a scoot.
Okay, mate. You take care. Thanks for turning up tonight. You look after yourself.
Will do.
Yep.
See you later,
Okay,
guys.
Mark.
Later, mate.
Bye, Mark.
I'll give you a buzz tomorrow.
No problem, brother.
Cool. He says, Gary, quiet 12th. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, we've been on nearly an hour, so we'll knock it on the head there, guys. Thanks very much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the time on. You all take care. And if you'd like to say good night, Gary.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. Take care. Remember, stay safe. Keep modelling.